Hi friends, welcome to another Reddit Rev episode. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and please share it with your friends if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of the episode. Now let's get started with today's stories.
Hey all, this is a good one, so listen and enjoy. She was caught cheating, how it all led to regret, and the unexpected end of our relationship. TLDR. After my ex-girlfriend had deceived me and committed infidelity, she realized the severity of her mistakes and sought therapy to address her underlying issues. She pleaded for an opportunity at redemption, no matter how long it may take. For 2 years, I had become deeply in love with this girl. However, since the onset of 2022, our relationship has become strained due to personal issues that have arisen on my part. We're unable to meet up much, and as a result, we've been having occasional petty disagreements, which doesn't help matters either. In February, she encountered an unexpected twist of events when she attended her friend's wedding and ran into her ex. To give a better understanding of him, he is an absolute jerk who happens to be the epitome of warning signs that no one should ignore. She had already broken up with him in the past and clearly explained why they wouldn't work out together. However, every time he texted her, he would attempt to persuade her to get back together with him while claiming himself to be perfect for her. Last year, she had to reluctantly block him. Yet, come early 2022, when help with an AI/ML was urgently needed, he was the only one available, and so their relationship reignited. She even shared some of his texts with me. I could see right away that he hadn't changed. In fact, it seemed like a calculated move on his part to get her back into his life again. While assuring me that there remained no chance for them anymore, I still warned her against growing too friendly too soon, as clearly he would be exploiting any opportunity presented to him if given the chance. February rolled around and I interrogated her regarding anything that could have happened when they saw each other after 2 years. She insisted nothing took place. It was a bit uncomfortable at first until they began conversing as old friends would. They've known each other since childhood and had even been best friends before she learned what an abysmal person he is. She proclaimed that he had reformed and she could confidently put her faith in him. They discussed topics regarding their life and professions the entire time. Even though I was undergoing personal turbulence and denying myself of restful sleep, I still took her words to heart. After coming back from our wedding, I noticed something had changed. She began talking to her ex more and more than ever before, even planning a trip with him and their college friend group of 4 people. What's worse is that during this already turbulent period in our relationship, we were barely communicating outside of when we played together as partners for life. Frequently arguing over minor issues seemed to be the norm for us at that time. During an argument, I expressed my concerns over the growing friendship between her and her ex. Additionally, I felt uneasy with their planned trip away as a group of 4 people, 2 of whom are unreliable in my opinion. Despite my laying out this complaint for her, she still refused to do anything about it. She asserted that she would cut him off if he acted inappropriately, yet continued on with the same behavior regardless of what was said during our discussion. The arguments only intensified as time went on. She accused me of being overly sensitive and unreasonable, but I was just trying to make her understand that I could not trust him due to his predatory nature. Despite this, she kept claiming that if he ever attempted anything inappropriate with her, she would ensure he never returned again. On the day their trip was supposed to happen, the girl from her group suddenly canceled and it was just her ex coming over. Instantly, my suspicions were raised. Did they plan this in order to get him alone with my girlfriend? I couldn't help but feel that something fishy was going on. Yet at the same time, I questioned if perhaps I was being overly paranoid and jumping to conclusions. I made it known to her that I was not pleased with the current state of affairs, and she assured me there was nothing for me to worry about as his parents were at home. He remained over at her house all weekend, then ventured out into the city with her friends on Sunday night. She ended up taking off from work on Monday due to a spur-of-the-moment plan set in motion by them during the night prior. Finally, he left come Monday afternoon. However, even though I tried my utmost best not to think about it incessantly, it felt like an eternity. I still couldn't help but feel envious that he had been getting more and more time with her than myself in recent months. At the beginning of our time together, I sent her a barrage of texts inquiring her about her whereabouts and activities, which infuriated her. We had another tiff on Sunday evening and only talked minimally since then. On Monday, when he left town, we got into an argument again. The pressure was so overwhelming for me that this extra uncertainty was too much to bear, so I asked for some space from her. She acknowledged my request, noting there is no need for me to be insecure in our relationship, and agreed to grant us both room to breathe as needed. The coming weekend would be a public holiday, and my girlfriend informed me that she intended to stay at her friend's apartment, the one who had postponed last time over the holiday. This was supposed to be the sleepover they were originally going to have at my girlfriend's house, so this time I tried extra hard to remain collected and show trust in her. We caught up on Sunday for a wonderful date together with no fights whatsoever. As I was about to embark on a much-needed trip the following week with my friends, we reaffirmed our love for one another and determined that this vacation would be just what we needed to relax and revitalize ourselves. After a successful and refreshing trip, I sent her a text expressing my eagerness to see her soon and kiss her. However, something completely unexpected happened. While searching for funny selfies of hers in Google Photos I used to make stickers out of them, which was logged into my account, I stumbled upon multiple photos featuring both her and an ex from their wedding. While it wasn't necessarily inappropriate of her to take photos of guy friends, what made these stand out was that she had said there are no photographs taken between just the two of them. Yet here they were, multiple pictures, and for some reason she felt inclined to keep them hidden. Going further, I discovered a few more questionable images which could be explained away, but then came across two screenshots that really set off my radar. I had a suspicion that my girlfriend never uses the term babe to refer to anyone except for her significant other, and she would become uncomfortable if it was used outside of a romantic context. This was confirmed when I previously argued about how his female friend referred to me as babe. After seeing two screenshots of WhatsApp conversations between my girlfriend and her ex, where they exchanged endearments like babe, I knew without any doubt that something more than a friendship existed between them. In order to get to the bottom of this, I decided to face her. I presented her with screenshots and pictures that showed their interactions. When shown a screenshot of where she called him babe, she claimed it was due to an error in typing. However, when confronted with one wherein he addressed her as such instead, she admitted that he still does from time to time. To confirm my suspicions even further, when asked if he called any other females babe too, she firmly replied no, affirming it was exclusive to only herself. In my opinion, I was right all along, and you concealed the evidence that confirmed it. I had been warning you to stay away from him, but instead of heeding my advice, you kept insisting everything was fine. After seeing this undeniable proof before me, our relationship ended in an instant. I apologized to referring her as girlfriend rather than an ex-girlfriend. A turbulent ride of deceit followed her initial claim that there was nothing from her side. She kept lying when caught, creating an ever-expanding complex web of lies. It all began with a small flirtation and progressed to meeting up at the wedding, where he had attempted to make sexual advances but failed, only for him to try again after they both got drunk while visiting a friend's apartment. In January, she began cheating on me. They flirted and sent sex through chat. They even planned a trip to have sex. During our entire relationship, they talked about ending it while also sleeping with each other at her house and her friend's house. To this day, however, she continues to insist that he forced himself upon her during the wedding ceremony. She only accepted her mistake and explained that there was underlying issues which the ex-partner and college friends had exacerbated. I have an aversion to marriage, being part of a broken home myself, so we decided it would be best if we took at least 5 years together before considering such a significant commitment. On the contrary, she desired to wed, and my comments made her start questioning that goal. Adding to this was the fact that I didn't have a dependable family, which left her feeling anxious and overthinking. Considering we were in an emotionally turbulent place at the beginning of 2022, she was already fragile. That's when exes and friends came to play. Her group of friends incessantly claimed that she was making a mistake by staying with me, and implored her to marry him instead. They convinced her I was preventing her from achieving more than just being a gamer girl, a sentiment to which she felt compelled to listen due to the fear of missing out, FOMO. She even asked one of them not to leave when they were around his ex in an attempt to avoid any mistakes. After the split, I told her school friends what had transpired. They are really good people who would be of help to her in this situation. She finally realized how she was taken advantage of and has separated from that group completely, seeking professional therapy as a result. Now she is extremely distressed, sad, and crying frequently due to it all. For the past 2 months, we've been in different cities since our breakup occurred. However, soon enough, we will be back together again. Her constant regret over her actions continues, and she truly loves me, yet realizes that there are too many issues at hand to ignore. Consequently, she believes therapy is necessary to assist with healing and improvement so as to regain my trust. If I see growth within her, then perhaps a relationship down the road would be possible. What did you all think of the story? Leave your comments below, and please don't hesitate to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.
I hope you enjoyed our video. It's always a pleasure creating these stories, and if you liked what you saw, please take the time to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Sharing with your friends is also greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of our videos. I'm all ears. Be sure to check back soon for more original Reddit stories every day on Reddit Rev. Until then, stay awesome, my friend.